Most men are not addicted to women. They are addicted to the validation they think she gives. And in the pursuit of that feeling, they lose themselves. Welcome back to the Stoic Spirit, the place where modern men come to grow in strength, wisdom, and self-mastery. In today's episode, we break down a hard but powerful truth. A man's value doesn't come from wealth, looks, or charm. It comes from one thing: his ability to walk away from what does not serve him. Let's talk about what truly makes a man high value. 1. Self-esteem. Self-esteem is earned, not given. High self-esteem is not arrogance. It's not bravado. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are and honoring that man in everything you do. Self-esteem is earned. It's built through consistency, by doing the difficult thing, by doing what you said you'd do, especially when no one's watching. Most men try to feel better by adding things to their lives: money, women, status. But that's like pouring water into a broken bucket. If you don't have self-respect, nothing you gain will matter. And what does self-respect look like? It looks like this: saying no to the woman who's toxic, even when she looks like a dream. Leaving the party to go to the gym. Turning down a quick thrill because you've got work to do. Walking away from drama because your peace is worth more than your pride. This is not weakness, it's power. It's mastery over self. And that's rare. 2. Desire is the test. There's a simple test that separates low-value men from high-value men. How do you act when you want something badly? You see, most men are ruled by desire. Desire for sex, desire for approval, desire for attention. And desire, when uncontrolled, is slavery. Let's take a common example. You meet a woman. She's stunning, smart. The chemistry is unreal, but she's chaos. You know it. She plays mind games. She's emotionally unstable. One day she adores you. The next day she disappears. You know she's no good for your peace, but you stay. You cling. You justify. You say things like, "But she gets me. She's different." No, she's not different. You're just unwilling to let go of the feeling she gives you. You're addicted to the high. And in that addiction, you lose your self-respect. A high-value man sees the danger early. He doesn't wait until he's destroyed. He walks away not because he's cold, but because he's clear. His mission is bigger than the moment. 3. The power of self-control. Self-control is a lost art in the modern world. Everything today says, do what feels good. If you want it, take it. You deserve it. But here's the truth: not everything you want is good for you. And the man who can't control his appetite will always be a slave to it. A high-value man can delay gratification. He trains himself to think long-term. He skips the party to build his body. He turns off the screen to read a book. He controls his urges instead of being controlled by them. It's not about being perfect. It's about being in charge of yourself. And that's rare power. 4. The ability to walk away, the ultimate power. There's nothing more dangerous than a man who can walk away from anything that threatens his peace, purpose, or principles. That's the real flex. Not the car, not the money, not the status, but the ability to look temptation in the eye and say, "No, I value myself too much for that." This could be a woman who drains your energy, a job that steals your soul, a friend who disrespects your values, a habit that poisons your body or mind. The weak man clings because he's afraid of being alone, afraid of losing, afraid of missing out. But the strong man, he lets go because he understands. Anything that costs me my self-respect is too expensive. 5. High-value men play the long game. High-value men have a vision of their future self, and they protect it at all costs. They ask, will this decision make me stronger or weaker? Will this lead me closer to my purpose or further away? They don't live for the next dopamine hit. They live for legacy, for impact, for mastery. This mindset makes their decisions easier because they know what they're building and what they refuse to sacrifice for short-term pleasure. 6. The difference is in the discipline. You want to know who a man really is? Watch what he does when no one's watching. Watch what he chooses when no one is forcing him. Watch what he does when he's tempted, angry, tired, or lonely. That's where character is forged. A man who lives with discipline, who chooses what's right over what's easy, becomes unshakable. That's where true confidence comes from. Not fake bravado, not flashy clothes, not sleeping with more women. Real confidence is this: I know who I am, I know where I'm going, and I don't need anything or anyone to complete me. 7. Real masculinity is restraint, not recklessness. The world sells men the lie that freedom is doing whatever you want, whenever you want. But real freedom is the ability to say no, to have full access and still choose discipline. That's what makes a man powerful. That's what makes him respected. That's what separates a boy from a leader. Real masculinity is not domination over others, it's dominion over self. So what makes a man high value? Not the money in his account, not the car he drives, not how many women want him. What makes a man high value is this: he respects himself, he controls his desires, he walks away from what insults his soul, he honors the man he's becoming. That man is rare, but that man is powerful. And here's the good news: you don't need to be born with it. You just need to start choosing it every day. Choose self-respect over validation. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose your future over your feelings. Be the man who walks away so he can walk. Don't get it twisted. This doesn't mean money doesn't matter. Money is important. It gives you freedom, options, and the ability to protect and provide. Poverty can destroy a man's confidence. It's hard to feel strong when you can't pay your bills. But here's the truth: money supports self-esteem, but it doesn't create it. Because if your self-worth is tied only to your net worth, you'll feel like nothing every time you lose. The man who builds self-respect through discipline, purpose, and integrity, he carries his value with or without the wealth. Money is a tool. Self-respect is a foundation. Get your money right, but never let it define your worth. And if you're a man committed to becoming better, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and comment on the one thing you're working on right now.